almost woulda, couldas don't count either. Next up, we see a rare outing between the Houston Dynamo and CF Montreal. Dynamo are looking better recently, going 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss in their last 5 after starting their first 10 matches with only 2 wins. Montreal, on the other hand, started bad. They're still bad. Let's take a look at what the odds show us here. You have Houston Dynamo minus 150 at home, CF Montreal plus 400 on the road. Over under 2.5 goals, minus 118 for the over, minus 102 for the under. Seems like the sportsbook is just about split on how the goals are going to be scored here. With the CF Montreal over 2.5 goals, over 1.5 goals at plus 280. So the score line here is 2-1 or 2-0 by the Houston Dynamo, and the sportsbook is not considering a whole lot of other options here. We have 2 official plays, myself and Scott. They are the same official play. Scott, give it away.
I shamelessly stole this from you. Shamelessly. I know what you're thinking, and I agree. It's an underplay, under 2.5 goals. And I'll just put my little 2 cents on it. Montreal has a talent gap, I think, to a lot of the other teams in the league. I'm not saying those guys don't deserve to be in the league, but a lot of them are kind of backup players. They're not stars. They don't have the DPs. They don't have the movers and shakers. You see that in Montreal's numbers. Normally they create chances, they don't score goals. That is not a recipe for success. Houston is just sort of not there offensively, just not really good enough. And then you look at kind of what they've got. They've got a few players out here for this game. Jack McGlynn, Nelson Quinones. Yeah, I just don't think that helps them.
I agree, and I'm going to go a little further into the stats here with my stat nerd numbers here. CF Montreal scored 12 times in 17 games this season, and that total falls to 0.7 goals per game on the road. Houston's also on the low end with just 21 goals or 1.24 goals per game. Their home-away split's pretty even. While Montreal's been bad, their conceded numbers, their goals conceded number, which is very high. It's 32 total. They've conceded 3 or more goals 5 times this season, with those goals totaling 19 of their 32 concessions being done in only 5 games. That skews our numbers a little bit. Do we think that this is going to be a 5-0, 6-0 blowout? It could be, but I don't think so. I think this is going to be a CF Montreal loss by a goal or by 2. At minus 102, this prop is a bargain. If history repeats itself, we win a close one or we lose in a blowout. And I'm actually completely okay with that. There's like 2 game scripts we can follow. I don't see 3-0 likely. 6-0 or 1-0 in a squeaker. And it's those numbers. CF Montreal, they are bad, but again, their concession numbers are skewed by those huge blowout losses. I don't think Houston has it in them to take it to them like that. And while I think that the minus 150 odds for Houston is spot on, they should be that favorite. I just can't see a shootout here. I don't see a lot of goals being scored. So we do have 2 official plays, myself and Scott, both under 2.5 goals at minus 102. Dion, you are sitting this one out.
Yeah. I mean, I like your guys' play, but it's a little too risky for me because some of my things saying 2-1 in favor of Houston, and Houston at home in their last 5 matches at home, they've averaged 1.6 and allowed 1.6, where CF Montreal on the road in their last 5 away matches, they have allowed 1.6 and they are averaging 1. So, and a simple 2-1 goes over your under 2.5. So I had to stay away.
Montreal seeing under 2.5, over 2.5 in just 40% of their away matches. 60% are under that total this season. So we will see how that goes. 2 official plays under 2.5 goals, minus 102.